it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it?
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch the screen. Pass. Undercrush. Check three. That's right. Come. Excess. 56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Rush in. Check three.
From the gun, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 27, I'm coming. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That one complete to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read.
On first down, Patterson. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. Patterson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Jackson going up top. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go. Watch it.
Here's a second and 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it second down and 11. On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check. 47. Blue Dan.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Tight go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that is taken in by Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Slam.
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. And that's Elliott, complete. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I got you. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
It's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Patterson sliding out of the pocket. That'll be complete to Cook. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Switch. 22 jet bomber.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, hit it.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Good job.
Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike's 47.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Charlie. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Protein spill. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 16, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Check, ready. Hey, come on. 47. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Big edge, 66. Pull it, pass. Check 25, check 25. Check nickel.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. I'm here all day. Will. Watch the shot. Check. Fresno. Hopper. That's it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Got it. Shift.
From the gun, Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the Saints first down.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Motion out of the backfield.
Go.
951.
Blue draw Corker. Ready.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it brings it 3rd down.
Ready.
Check right. Watch it, you find. Watch the run. Check 3.
General West.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 9, check 9. Move to our focus. Cross. Pick the edge. Go.
Again, it's Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you feel it.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
47 Mike.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Jackson operating from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Johnson, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Let's go. 10 logo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Clear. Go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch. Echo.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Draw play, Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Switch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.